Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be going over the unit circle for trigonometry review for Physics 1010. We'll start by drawing a basic circle, but the unit circle is special. It lies in the XY coordinate system, has an origin of 0, 0, and has a radius of 1 unit. What does this mean? Well, this means that our right point over here should have coordinates of 1, 0, because with coordinates we will always write x, y. Since right positive for x and up positive for y are our coordinates, we should end up with 1, 0. For the unit circle, our positive direction is always counterclockwise. So this will be the way we want to move around. For our top point up here, we should have coordinates of 0, 1. For our left point, -1, 0. And for our bottom point, 0, -1. But what if we'd like to express the unit circle in terms of degrees? Well, if we call our right point our starting point, that means that our starting point should be right at 0 degrees. Since a circle goes around at 360 degrees, our top point should be a quarter of that, or 90 degrees. Adding another 90 will get us 180, then 270, then 360. There's a third way to express these points, and that's in terms of radians. What is a radian? Well, we'll get to that in a second. We know that the circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi times the radius. The radius of our unit circle is 1 unit, so our circumference for the unit circle is 2 pi. That means when we go around 360 degrees, we're also going around 2 pi. A quarter of 2 pi is pi over 2. Adding another pi over 2 should get us pi. Another to that should get us 3 pi over 2. And another to that should get us 2 pi. Let's take a look at how we can convert from radians to degrees and vice versa. Well, we see that for every pi over 2 we're adding, we're also adding 90 degrees. To get pi by itself, we multiply both sides by 2, and for every pi we add, we should also be adding 180 degrees. Pi is in radians, the 180 is in degrees, so to go from radians to degrees, we need to cancel out the radians unit, or pi, and multiply by 180. To go from degrees to radians, we should cancel out the degrees unit, or 180, and multiply by pi. Let's take a look at some problems. Our first problem, how many radians is 70 degrees? Well, we're starting in degrees and we need to get to radians. So we'll multiply by our factor, pi over 180 degrees. This will give us 70 over 180 degrees times pi. Our degrees are the same, and we also have 1 0 on each side of the fraction. This should give us 7 over 18 times pi. Our second problem, how many degrees is pi over 4? Well, anything with pi is going to be radians. And we need to get to degrees, so we'll multiply by 180 degrees over pi. The pi's will cancel out. We'll be left with 180 degrees for 4, which is the same thing as 45 degrees. To answer the question, what is a radian? Well, pi is really about 3.14 radians. And we said for every pi we add, we're also adding 180 degrees. 3.14 radians is about 180 degrees, which means that 1 radian, if we divide both sides by 3.14, is about 58 degrees. For more on the unit circle, check out the advanced unit circle video. Thank you for watching.